You look fine. I think you look fine.
I hope so. I look alive.
Yes, we both look alive. So, you want to do this right away?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Well, first of all, I'm JD, the Media Jack. That's Alicia, the Iron Bikini. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's water.
I just do half of my water.
Half of your water. So we're doing this live, and so there's going to be a little bit of adjusting here. So I just want to make sure that you are centered. Oh, jumpy camera. Apologize to anyone watching. You look fine. I'll just center the focus here. And how have you been? How you doing?
In general?
Yes.
Good.
Just a little stressed out.
A little stressed, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's because we've been busy. We've been busy doing our own thing for a little while. In case you're wondering, this is a live show, as I said before, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and we got a trip coming up, and we wanted to get a recording done now before the trip. So we'll start off with the trip. This is something that you've been wanting to do for a while, and
I think ever since we started dating.
Why is that?
Because we both are huge Metallica fans.
Absolutely.
And we got to travel too. So it's like two birds, one stone.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to Toronto to go see Metallica as they are continuing their 72 Seasons tour. And this is the first time this will be the second time I've seen Metallica. The first time was decades ago in Vancouver at Thunderbird Stadium. For you?
Also my second time. The first time was in 2012 when they were in Edmonton.
Edmonton, that's right, yeah.
What year was yours?
Oh, God, I was a teen.
90s?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been a while. But so this is kind of exciting. We're going to be leaving on a Wednesday. And then it's 2 concerts. And like it's a 2-day concert, but it's spread out across 3 days, I should say. And first concert is on a Thursday, then Friday off, and then Saturday. Mm-hmm. And this is all happening in Toronto. Mm-hmm. And this will be my first trip to Toronto. This will also be my first time traveling to a different city for a concert, let alone Metallica. Mm-hmm. What about you?
Yeah, my first time in Toronto. I've been in the airport, of course, but nothing outside that. I don't think. And third time traveling for a concert.
Third time?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the first 2?
Well, Metallica, Edmonton, and then Alice Cooper in Calgary.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The most I've traveled for a concert before this would be from Abbotsford to Vancouver to watch like Double Trouble, Metallica, Collective Soul, Gob, a handful of other concerts. So yeah, this is going to be exciting. But this is something that's been like on your radar ever since they announced their 72 Seasons tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really excited when they said they were extending it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the first time around, they hit some, like, of course, being in Canada, big bands sporadically come here. They'll hit the big cities. That's about it. Mm-hmm. And I think the first time around, they hit Vancouver. Edmonton. That's right. And, like, a few other places. The second time around, they skipped Vancouver. They went to Calgary. And then I think they went to like somewhere in Saskatchewan or something like that. So yeah, they're living by the tour mantra of no repeats, as they're not going back to any place twice. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. But yeah, they were in Edmonton last summer when we thought we might go, but
Yeah.
we had other plans.
No, and like we went to Vancouver Island. We went to your friend's wedding ceremony, and we had a great vacation in Nanaimo. There's another episode that explains what the hell happened there. And I mean, that was great. But yeah, it lined up the exact same weekend as Metallica in Edmonton. So yeah.
Friends first, though.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we have made a recent connection with another friend, a closer connection, I should say. Beth. Yes. Yeah. Interesting how this came to be. Do you remember why we know Beth?
Bodybuilding.
Close. Your logo.
No, I knew her before that.
Way
before that.
You knew. Oh. Okay. I thought it was because. So before getting too convoluted, you and I worked together on your Iron Bikini logo, and it seemed as though like mere days afterward that someone had posted a logo that was similar.
And there was someone I knew.
But there was like a concern because you came to me and said like, how did this happen? Like, do you think there was like what's going on here?
What do I do?
Exactly. What do I do? Right. So we contacted Beth with all like the utmost respect and said like, well, this is kind of awkward. It's like,
did I talk to her or you talked to her too? I can't remember.
I initially talked to her and then and then like the three of us, like we got to know each other better. And now I feel as though we can say that we're all close friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she recently competed. Oh, no. She was coaching.
Yeah.
And the
coaching
athlete that she coached, she won, didn't she?
Yep, master's category, yeah.
Yeah.
The Lee Brandt, I think it was.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So, now I bring this up because...
Wait, the logo thing. We came to the conclusion, great minds think alike. And it's all good.
Absolutely, yeah. And let's be honest here. I mean, when you're talking about people in the bodybuilding world, women in the bodybuilding world, the iconic poses are pretty much identical. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah. Anyway, we were talking, and I'm still working on bettering myself, and I think we're talking. We're just jumping from talking point to talking point here.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about me actually taking to the stage next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The BC Cup, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe the Lee Brandt. Well, the BC Cup would be closer travel-wise. So.
The BC Cup is where?
That one's in Kamloops.
Kamloops?
Kelowna.
In the Okanagan.
Around there. One of those ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I always get it mixed up with another one, I think, so.
So why are we talking next year?
'Cause my mom talked some sense into me that maybe I shouldn't just, be selfish and focus on travel.
This is not what I was. No, this is not the direction I wanted to go.
What were you meaning?
Why, like physically for myself, like where I am, how I'm doing, you see like me potentially being prepared to hit the stage as a bodybuilder for the first time next year.
Right.
That's more of where I'm talking.
Okay. I don't know. I'm lost.
No, it's fine. It's just we weren't sure where, because I knew I wanted to try. Like I know I wanted to go through it, go through the prep, go through the training, go through everything. And like I love everything that's been happening so far. And it's been an absolute blast and a fun ride and an incredible journey that of all things, I completed my 100-day challenge to myself on this day 13 years ago. Day 100.
Today.
Day 100 was April 19th, 2012.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Isn't that wild? Facebook.
Oh, that's funny.
Good for
Good
memories.
timing on that.
Yeah. So that was, to give a little bit of background, that was me challenging myself because I wasn't happy with myself at the time. I was in a completely different world and a completely different, like, my relationship situation, my work situation, everything. I was just really unhappy. The only thing I knew I could control was just myself. And so I challenged myself at the beginning of 2012 to go 100 days at the gym. And today was the anniversary of that 100th day, to which I lost like 33 pounds and made a shit ton of mistakes throughout that entire process.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I think it's kind of wild that 13 years later, we're talking about me hitting the stage as a bodybuilder.
Yeah. I think what I was trying to say earlier is kind of what triggered it, I meant.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I've been wanting to focus on travel. But since we both sound very willing to work hard to make it happen, travel and competing, then yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that's what triggered it. But I've always kind of known, like, you could compete, right? How do I say it? Like, a year just gives us a good timeline to work on.
Yeah.
But we've always kind of had that. We've always just kind of, like, probably more so because of me just wanting to focus on travel, we've always just pushed that ahead.
Yeah. That's fair. And I don't want you to feel as though you're coming across as being selfish, because I have not done. Sorry?
I know.
Okay.
I know. All good.
I have not done near as much traveling and exploring and anything of the sort as I have with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
The majority of my traveling before you was work related.
Yeah.
And not fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And thanks to you, I have been to a different country, Mexico.
Mm-hmm. The other side of Canada.
The other side of Canada, yeah. A quick stop in Winnipeg.
Oh, yeah.
And we have plans to go where else?
Italy, hopefully next year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Iceland,
Mm-hmm.
New Zealand at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of places.
Absolutely. So yeah, like putting a date, like a solid date, but giving us time to reach that date is a wonderful idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all for it. Like travel, bodybuilding, health, challenging myself. Yeah, like 100%. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of the more recent conversation I had with Mom about it, and yeah, that just triggered it for me. Like, oh yeah, that's a good plan. We can do both. We can make it all happen.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna just check to make sure it's. Oh yeah, we're focused. There we go. Speaking of recent things, you and I have picked up a couple of new hobbies. And my hobby is currently sitting on the kitchen counter cooling. And your hobby was around your neck when you came in.
I was wearing it, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have left it on.
Go grab it. Go
Okay,
ahead.
sure.
So I'll just briefly explain myself. Is my grandmother had this incredible recipe for shortbread cookies. And ever since she passed, like, she didn't give the recipe to anyone. And I wanted to recreate those shortbread cookies. So I'm currently on batch number 6 of making my grandmother's shortbread cookies. And I'm to the point where I think I have it down. I think I'm happy with the recipe and the procedure, even though we won't talk about this one here, but it tastes okay.
You salvaged them.
Yeah.
They're good. I had one. Very
exactly.
good.
And what'd you take up?
Crocheting.
Crocheting. Look at that thing. That is like my favorite one that you've made.
Really?
Yeah.
With the purple?
Oh yeah,
Sparkly
absolutely.
purple.
Yeah. The sparkly does actually come through on the camera. So
Oh, really?
yeah. So I know why I took up baking, because I want to recreate all my grandmother's recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you pick this up?
I mean, I used to know how to crochet because of my grandma when I was like way younger, like early teens, I think. And then this year I just ADHD moment, like thought to myself, like I could do that. I could hyper focus on this thing and teach myself and
Yeah.
and yeah, I just started, and of course, you know, classic OCD way, I gotta do it myself and go through all the mistakes myself because I'm stubborn. And yeah.
But you learn the best way.
Yeah.
Like when you make mistakes, when you try things on your own, you learn.
Yeah.
And those lessons stick with you.
They do. And then I've had Megan from the gym. I've had her asking about it. And like, so I've been giving her little tips like, okay, when you start, like, make sure to do this, and this, because I learned the hard way. And, you know, so I can kind of like pass on my knowledge now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And yeah, it's just so much fun. It's addicting. I'm hooked. Pun intended.
Pun intended. That's cute. Yeah. Dan is currently watching right now, and he says, have you considered time travel if you love traveling? You can get your family recipe that way. Smart ass. Yeah.
That's a good point.
That is a good point. So I know what my big projects are when it comes to my baking, which, by the way, I know, not to take away her thunder at all, you are an incredible baker.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny. I was the one like doing soups and like cookies and stuff for a while there, and now you're taking on that role.
Yeah. I haven't delved into soups yet, but baking is where I am. Yeah. I want to recreate my grandmother's cookies, shortbread cookies, which is a simple recipe, but the process is where the real trick is. Mm-hmm. Her butter tarts and her fruit cake, Christmas cake, if you want to go that route. So that's where I want to end up. What about you?
With crocheting, I don't know. I start one project and then I'm like, hey, I'll start 5 other ones now. So I'm kind of all over the place. I guess I'm mostly working on scarves right now, though. That's fair. Because they're just kind of easier.
It's good practice.
Yeah,
good
practice.
You're really good at it.
Thank you.
Yeah. What number scarf is that?
This was number 3 or 4.
3 or 4?
I think I'm working on like scarf number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right now.
They're all just lined up at home.
So sometimes, yeah.
That's fair.
But it's fun figuring out the colors, and just I could talk about it for hours, so I'm just gonna shut up. I'm good.
No, we've gone like material shopping together, and like,
thrifting, thrift stores,
yeah, and like rightfully so. You are very picky, but at the same time, like I can understand, because like you see the colors and you start matching them in your head. Like, does this color go with this color, and can I make this work with this? And yeah.
I literally use Chat GPT to like make this scarf with these colors in these rows and this amount of chain, whatever. Like,
wow.
And it comes up with pictures for me. It helps me get my vision out, like on paper.
No,
you know what I mean?
It helps to realize the vision that you want.
Yeah, it gives me something to actually follow. Otherwise, I'm making up patterns as I go, which is kind of proud of myself for that, actually.
No, as you should be.
Yeah.
So that's I'm waiting for the day where you make me a sweater.
I'm gonna make you a scarf.
Yeah, scarf. Yeah. I don't have a scarf yet.
Black and purple. Black and purple. I'm trying to find the right purple.
Ah, okay.
So I've been looking.
No,
I have.
And that's fair. I'm in no rush.
I am. I'm like full on ADHD mode. Like, I got to do this. But I got to do this other one.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm working on this one too.
Your ADHD and OCD usually like just collide at some point in time, and
Yeah. It's a magical storm. The best way I can put it.
magical storm.
A magical organized storm. Yeah.
That's fair. Can we talk about a different facet of your OCD and ADD or ADHD?
No.
What?
What?
No. You're all panicky here. I haven't had a chance to talk about this, and I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about it on Lost Signals with Daryl, but we haven't had a chance to really get to it because we've always ended up talking about other things. We watched the entire Twilight saga.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I've ever watched it all together, and we watched it. Well, it wasn't all in like one consecutive series, but
Yeah, it was like one weekend after another.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'd watch one at a time. Yeah.
So I wanted to get some things off my chest.
Okay. Yeah, you're all out of the loop, and now you're in the loop. So
Yeah. All right. So if you haven't watched the Twilight Saga, the hell with you. I'm not going to give you a spoiler warning.
Yeah. You've had years.
Catch up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. First of all, Bella. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. I got her name right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bella just comes across like an angsty teen to me. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I don't fit in and blah, blah, blah. And I wasn't meant for this world. And
Yep.
yeah, what teenager felt like they ever felt like they fit in, you know? But whatever, that's fine. She was destined to be a vampire, apparently. And, you know, getting past that and the love triangle between Bella and Shiny
Edward.
Vampire. What?
Edward and
Jacob, exactly. Was a little tough to watch at times.
Yeah, it was very awkward sometimes.
It was very awkward. And Jacob's the werewolf.
The wolf, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm definitely Team Jacob.
Oh, really?
I'm definitely Team Jacob, even though he came on a little strong.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. But at the same time, I can understand his character for the most part, that he was just longing for that connection. He was longing for that feeling of belonging and love that he wasn't getting from his family for the most part. I see where it was going with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there was that. But two big sticking points for me. Fucking baby.
Oh, the CGI baby, yeah. That was terrible.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
I know why they did it. But God, and the reason why they did it, and I know why they did it, is because they had a actress for the child between Edward and Bella. They had an actress.
Yeah.
Right? But they didn't want to go through the process of going through and trying to find children and babies that had the same facial features and same makeup and blah, 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 blah of that one actress. Mm-hmm. So they went the CGI route. Mm-hmm. even you were like, oh, right, the baby.
It's just weird.
It was weird. It was absolutely weird. And the second point that I wanted to bring up is the big fight scene.
Yeah.
What a kick to the crotch of everyone who was watching that movie, of this big dramatic, you know, like life-ending, world-altering fight scene between the Lycans and the vampires, And the old guard or whatever, what were they called?
I can't remember.
Yeah, okay. Like big dramatic absolute knockout fight scene and blah 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 blah. Only to get to the very end and go rug pull. Ha
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, seeing it back then
yeah.
was like, oh my God.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Now maybe not so much.
Yeah. So, other than that, I honestly enjoyed the movies.
Yeah.
And I get it.
I've seen them too many times I care to admit.
Yeah. And that's fine. That's fine. But your ADD and OCD has taken us down a different route lately.
Okay. How is this related to ADD and OCD?
Because we're not going to stop until we finish the series.
That's true. Yeah.
Which is?
We can't. Rescue Me.
Rescue Me. I am a lifelong Dennis Leary fan.
Yeah. And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I absolutely love Dennis Leary. His comedy specials from years ago were immensely entertaining and hilarious. And I watched so many movies with Dennis Leary in them. But I missed watching Rescue Me. Mm-hmm. It was probably because it was on a different channel that I didn't have access to. But you, like, binge watched it as it came out, or?
Yeah, I watched it when it first came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't get all the way through it, though. Maybe, like, I don't know, season 5 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So.
And I think there's seven seasons.
Yeah.
So we're watching Rescue Me, and it's a great show, but
It is.
It's a great show combined with utter stupidity and absolute brutality.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like
Even now, rewatching it, I'm just like, oh my God, this is such a great show.
There's Proby and
Garrity.
Gary. That's who it is?
Garrity.
Garrity?
Garrity.
Yeah.
Sean.
Fucking Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which have a constant race for brain cells, and both of them are losing. And there's Franco and Kenny Lou Lachey.
I think it's just Shay or O'Shea.
O'Shea, whatever. Yeah. And Tommy, of course, played by Dennis Leary, and Laura, who has just left the series.
Yeah.
It's such, wow, there's just so much going on, but at the same time, like, you're spinning in circles from like this one thing that's happening, and all of a sudden it slaps you in the face and it hits you with something else. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
It's so wild, and it's a great series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
So I don't know how this conversation ever came up, but yeah, I've loved Dennis Leary for years.
I think I've mentioned before that we should watch it, but I don't think we were able to find it or something. But luckily, it's on Plex.
Yes, it is on Plex. Thanks, Daryl. So yeah. So I know I feel like we just rifled through a whole bunch of stuff here, but
Yeah.
we're going to Toronto to go see Metallica, and I'm looking forward to updating everyone afterward of Metallica, going to Niagara Falls, which is like absolutely been added to the plan. And also, like, we're going to do a bit of sightseeing, have some fun. You picked up crocheting. I've done my grandma's baking and competing. So, like, we've been understandably busy, but at the same time, like, it hasn't been like hectic busy.
Yeah.
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 And I don't know if anyone has been paying attention to my YouTube channel or even on Twitch or whatever, but I started playing a series that was actually something that you turned me on to, which was the Fear series.
Right.
And I don't know if it was supposed to be scary back then, but I think this game is just... Well, okay, I should clarify. The first Fear game was an absolute blast to play. Mm-hmm. Because there was a lot of time and effort and production that went into it, but at the same time, like, there's just some off-the-wall stuff that just happens in this game. And then I played the 2 DLCs that followed the first Fear game. How far did you get in this series?
Just the first one.
Just the first one?
I didn't play it at all. I just watched.
Oh, okay. But you were a fan.
I liked the scaries.
Oh. Okay.
At the time.
Gotcha. And like the team that put this game together, they really they put a lot into it. Like, it wasn't just haphazardly slapped together. It was a really good game and a really good series. I'm currently on to Fear Part 2, which in chronological order, it is the first Fear, then Fear Extraction Point, Fear Perseus Mandate, Fear 2, Fear 3. And apparently Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate were made by a completely different studio and are not canon to the actual Fear series. And I've moved on to Fear 2, and I've only gotten a couple of minutes into it, but kind of seems fun. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. We've also still been playing a lot of Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
You just like the spooky games.
One spooky game. I'm a one game at a time girl.
One game at a time girl, exactly.
And I'll be hooked on that for 5 years. And then I'll move on to something else. I don't know. ADHD hyperfixation again? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. So I can't think of if there's anything else that we need to update anyone on, because that's the gist of how things are going and what we're doing is we wanted to get this update out there and just talk to you about what's going on before we got to Toronto and before we saw Metallica. What do you hope to see?
In Toronto? Or at the concert?
Both.
Gosh, I don't know. Yeah. I want to see Metallica. I want to see a waterfall. I'm happy. Send me home.
I'm pretty much the same.
I'm simple. We don't need to do everything. Like CN Tower would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to try and cross the Rainbow Bridge.
Right. So, yeah. There's a bridge that literally connects Toronto to New York State, and you can cross it by walking across it. But I've been bringing this up with a few of my coworkers, and they're like, you can hit the bridge, just don't go to the checkpoint.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they kind of frown upon we're just going to walk through New York and then come back.
Oh, okay. So it's not that easy.
No, it's not that easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
So,
as long as we can just go have a gander.
I don't see why not, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I forget who told me, but it was highly recommended we go down Yonge Street. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize. Totally forgot where Much Music is. Remember the TV station?
Yeah.
Before they started playing nothing more than Simpsons episodes. Mm-hmm. Much Music is in Toronto.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be kind of neat.
There's a lot in Toronto. Someone told me there's a beer burger joint where everything is made using beer.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't like beer, but when things are cooked with beer, that's always amazing.
Can't argue with that.
I've had beer can chicken. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess we can pack this in here. I'm good with this.
Sure. Does the audience have any questions? Is there any audience?
Oh yeah, no, there's people watching. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them right away before we wrap this up here.
I think that's what we did last time.
Yeah.
Right, and we had a couple come in.
Yeah. No, absolutely. While we're waiting for a few moments here, any sort of questions formulate, we have a new merch line. We have a new merch store, and it's easy to find. It's actually right in the description of the YouTube channel right here. And it's still the Media Jack stuff. It's the Iron Bikini stuff. And there's some other stuff that's available, including Venting is Normal, RTFM.
Oh, what was that one?
That was, so in Fear, the first video game, there was the one really nerdy guy.
Yeah.
He had the belt buckle of RTFM, and
Yeah.
it stands for Read the Fucking Manual.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I was like, so
Yeah.
I wanted to make a shirt of it, and it says Read the RTFM, and then underneath it says Then Come See Me.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
There's going to be other stuff coming, including gym shirt, which is just a generic thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, like,
oh, what about the skeleton thing that?
oh yeah, so I Love Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
That's a hoodie that is available in both the Iron Bikini and the Media Jack. So yeah, there's like, check out the store. It's in the description of the YouTube channel right here. And even if you don't buy anything, like if you can't afford it, don't do it. But if you click on anything in the merch store, you actually help us out, because it lets YouTube know that you're interested, or at least there's people interested.
Views count.
Exactly. So yeah. Looks as though James says, are you going to hit the stage at any point in time alongside JD?
Maybe eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of doing a lot of injury rehab right now.
Yeah, we're both kind of fucked up.
That's kind of something else that has been like taking up our time.
Yeah.
Like making things, like as you said earlier, hectic, not hectic kind of thing. Yeah.
Busy, not hectic.
Yeah.
So, this is my bad shoulder, and this is my good shoulder. And right now, my good shoulder is worse than my bad shoulder, because somehow it's clunking, and there's a whole bunch of muscles here that are just very angry. And I've been dealing with this ever since I was dealing cards at Christmas.
Oh yeah, Dutch Blitz.
Yeah. And you're wearing a brace on your hand. Yeah.
I have all the tendinitis.
Yeah.
Tendinite?
Tendinite?
Is there a plural?
Sure. Tendinitis is...
Achilles tendinitis, elbow tendinitis, and possible whatever the image was that I sent you that this might be.
Yeah. But I do feel as though that both of us going through this right now, like, we're going to be fine. We're just going to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
More medicine. And it's a numbing agent.
Okay.
But we will be fine, honestly.
We're proactive people.
Yeah, exactly.
We make all the appointments.
Exactly.
Talk to all the people.
Exactly.
But eventually I would, it would be cool to compete again. So
no, absolutely.
I just don't know when.
Yeah.
Right now I'm still building.
Yeah.
Building phase.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So.
Do that again.
Oh.
Oh fuck yeah. I am this arm here.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. Before we go, it is Easter long weekend. Do you have any sort of Easter stories, an Easter story you'd like to share? No?
No, not
I got
really.
one.
Okay, what?
I got one. It was years ago. I was a child, and apparently the Easter Bunny did not show up on Easter Sunday. And so my parents panicked. And at the time, I can recall my dad telling me that he saw the Easter Bunny and quickly get into the truck. My dad had an old Chevy pickup, and it was loud and it was fast, and yeah, the floorboards were rusting out. You could see the road through. Anyway,
wow.
Very cool truck. Anyway, it was called Beat Up Pickup. Anyway, my dad rifled both myself and my brother into the truck. And I remember him racing around our neighborhood in this truck. It's like, oh, there's East Bunny over there.
What?
He did this for like 15, 20 minutes. Lo and behold, by the time we got back home, the Easter Bunny was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your mom was at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's dedication.
Yeah. Piece together what you will from that. I doubt any kids are watching, but still, that's what happened. The Easter Bunny was a little late on Easter Sunday. So yeah, that's my quick story.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have any. I remember doing the Easter egg hunts for usually chocolate. I remember decorating eggs. That's about it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's still just like thinking back, I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Like cooler than Santa even, or
no, just that moment.
Just that moment.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Just what happened there.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
That is
High-speed
good.
chase through my neighborhood in Surrey, British Columbia.
Yeah.
Chasing down that damn Easter Bunny.
The elusive Easter Bunny.
Exactly. So I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, anything else?
Not that I can think of.
No? Okay. Metallica's coming up, and we're going to go see Metallica in Toronto at the end of April. We'll let you know how it goes. I'm sure there'll be postings on our Instagram at the very least.
I'll be posting stories nonstop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Your Instagram is?
Alicia Simpson 13.
Yes. I'm JD the Media Jack. You can find me everywhere at the Media Jack. Again, themediajack.ca is the website, and check out our merch in the YouTube description down below. And yeah, we'll catch up with you guys next time, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. See ya.
See ya.